Greetings and good day, YouTube. How are you doing today? I myself am pretty excited to continue where we last left off in the Outer Worlds. I will also say, YouTube, I'm excited to potentially get started on new edits or new editing style. It will probably be apparent what that new editing style is after I get done with the Neo edits, which I'm almost there, finally, after so much procrastinating and BS. And what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to end up playing a game like this on stream, right? And since I do it in like a 3-hour part or whatever, I'm going to edit down this whole entire section into highlights. Be it a couple minutes worth, like 8 minutes worth of highlights, or be it a lot more time of highlights. We'll figure that out.
Seriously, don't get yourself killed. It's a nice cigarette case.
Oh yeah,
but
that's
it's
right.
still just a
We got to get the
case.
cigarette case for you. Don't plan to get killed. See you later. Are we going to the cigarette case first and foremost? Probably should, if I'm being honest. Combat's not something I'm concerned about at all. Like, Exhibit A of why I'm not worried about combat right now. Like, I highly doubt... A highlight thing for this game, I highly doubt it's going to have much combat involved with it. It'll probably have a couple of, big moments, right? Like, some story elements here and there. Some things that are pretty cool, but overall, it's not...
Am I wrong for looking at this machine of destruction and thinking, Felix?
Yeah, like I said, combat's not really something to be concerned about. It is funny to see these Raptidons. That range is kind of ridiculous, if I'm being honest. The range of a mine is insane. But yeah, it is kind of fun to hear what they have to say. The effect of the, like, over-encumbrance or whatever has to be from the mine. As does the blurred vision. Now, what is this supposed to be? It doesn't really look like too much we can interact with. At least from first glance. Maybe later we'll deal with this, or do something with that. I kind of doubt it. Marauders? Or Marauders?
Staying out of sight. Looks like we're doing this.
I love how I'm using this as basically just a pistol. I mean, it's not. It's a semi-automatic rifle. But we're doing as much damage as we would if we hit them in the body as if we do the legs, so it doesn't really matter where we hit them as long as we hit them.
Here they come.
It uses 5 when you charge it up. So I don't even know if it's worth charging. Well, we're getting them, so it doesn't really matter if it's charged or not. Not like we're going to run out of ammo anytime soon. But yeah, they've made combat, like, very silly easy. At least the main appeal to this game is not the combat. It's more the exploration and... Oh, I pressed that there by accident. Anyways, it's more of the explorative type stuff, and the conversating. And, like, the combat that is at a risk to us isn't really that much of a risk to us because whatever happened, the AI messed up on the damn lizard thing. So, we don't really have much to worry about there, I suppose. Is this for the damn lighter? No, this is for a distress signal. This is what I wanted to do first and foremost. Because this was supposed to be right around the corner and easy to do.
Looks like a great spot for an ambush.
Well, if it is, it'll be an ambush for us. Headshots really do a lot of damage in this game. It's kind of ridiculous. Tack shoddy. Now we're over encumbered, and we can't swap back and forth because we already have everything we need. I mean, we could try and go here. Go there a little bit slow. And get some selling going on. Alright. We got 148 out of 150, so we might as well find a spot to shop. That's a robot. We'll ignore that if we can. And since this is a walled area, I'm assuming this is a town.
Looks like we missed the fun.
Alright, let's see if we can find ourselves a good spot to shop at. Well, that's amazing. I can't even talk to you. Huh. Alright.
Hey, boss. Could we get some Rizzos?
I don't think you're supposed to be wandering around. Security's gonna tell you to make tracks.
Well, I'll tell
Wanna
security to
treat
fuck
yourself
off.
before you go? Something for the road, maybe?
Maybe.
Annie Cleo
We'll
makes
talk
the
to them in a
best
minute and see what they
pharmaceuticals in
have to
Halcyon.
offer us and like why they want us to leave so fast. If I'm being honest, I'm just gonna sell all this crap. Well, it does have like a uniqueness to it or what have you. It's not really gonna help us out the most. Increases sprint speed, that's pretty cool. How much weight of these do we have? That's 2 right there. I think I sold them all by accident. I did not want to sell them all. Oh well, it's not that big of a problem. I mean, really, realistically, what are we doing with it? You know? No wait, no wait, no wait, no wait. That gives us 28 carry weight. 49 back down to a more normal amount. No carry weight for the ammo, luckily. Also,
Did security talk to you yet?
why are you so eager to get me to go?
I don't really know you. Roseway's supposed to be closed off to visitors. Stands to reason you could be a corporate spy of some sort. Then again, there's nothing in my contract that says I can't sell to corporate spies. Your bits are the same as anybody else's.
Questions?
Sure. Not like I get many customers.
Yeah, how do you make money with so few people in town?
Technically, I'm not in business at all. Roseway closed down years ago. Corporate still sends us the occasional shipment of necessities through unofficial back
Well, why is
channels.
that, I wonder?
Of course, if something goes wrong, like one of our guards drinking himself to an early grave or raptidons running wild, corporate won't acknowledge we ever existed.
Okay, that's kind of wild.
I'm so glad you asked. Some people say the name refers to the 17 rungs in Auntie Cleo's official ladder of corporate advancement. These people are wrong.
Oh, is that so?
Truth is, we've been established, closed down, renamed, reestablished, and then reopened a grand total of 17 times in the last 40 years. Corporate's still deliberating over a new name.
I don't think that's a
The
good
matter
thing.
remains hotly contested in committee, but we're expecting a decision within the next 5 to 7 years.
Oh, wow, 5 to 7 years. Hey, greetings and good day, Ray. How are you doing today? Ever heard of serving Auntie Cleo products?
Can't say I do. Annie Cleo products satisfy all of our nutritional needs. At least they used to. My folks filled their whole pantry with all sorts of Annie Cleo products. These days, we don't get much in the way of variety. Maybe some tripicale pasta or some ketchup if we're lucky. I hear
Tired.
it's like that all over the colony. We eat what we can get, and we don't get much.
Okay. So... Oh, well, the cigarette case is over here. What? Oh, no, it's telling me to go outside to go get the cigarette case. Yeah, that makes sense. Is there anyone else to talk to? No, you're just a corporate recruit. That's gonna be like, what's up?
Huh?
Nope. So the bar's open.
We are
You're important. Your
experiencing
name.
a security event, sir and/or madam. Please vacate the premises immediately and return to your domicile or designated workplace.
Talk about scripted. We're here to help.
You are? But corporate never told me they were sending a fixer. Nobody tells me nothing.
I mean, what happened?
I have strict orders not to talk about anything that happens in a classified area.
And this is a classified area.
Please remember that Auntie Cleo Pharmaceuticals is not responsible for any loss of life or grievous physical injury sustained while on company premises.
Okay. What do you do around here?
I am not allowed to disclose the details of my contract. If you are unhappy with the quality of my work,
I mean,
submit a complaint to Auntie Cleo's Department of Employee Conduct.
I'm trying to think about what you were possibly playing. Playing relaxing games is always the best. When you're just like had a rough couple of days or what have you, just sit back, play something relaxing.
Roseway Lab is a highly classified facility. I am not
X4
allowed
Foundations,
to
got it.
confirm or deny its alleged existence.
Okay. So he was useless. We'll probably go in there and find some dude to talk to.
Damn right we left the lab. What's left there that's worth dying for?
You let them get away. Worthless, the lot of you.
Well, you get what you pay for, don't you?
Hey, Porter. What's up? Let's see what Porter has to say, because we kicked him out.
Crane better get over himself.
We have Doc Crane's research.
I done had enough of this shit. I'm just the fucking tarmac guard.
No one said nothing about fighting no raps.
What happened here?
Alarms went off, raps broke loose, and I hightailed it in here to get a wall between me and them beasts.
Who's in charge?
Scientist, name of Anton Crane. Someone said he's panicking and
That doesn't nearly tell me as much as you would think. Early 2000. The only thing I'm going off of is games that I've played that came out around 2000, or I heard about coming out in 2000. I've not played it before, have I?
Forget I said anything about that. Wish they tasted like Sissy Pig. Them's good eating. Some say chicken. I say the north end of a southbound woolly cow. Anything else you'd like to know?
Huh.
Distress call from
I mean,
here?
you could just tell me the name.
Shit. They told me that weren't allowed.
Instead of letting me flounder through trying to think of games that I just cannot think of right now. My brain is like
I
fried
just do what I'm told.
from this
I was
week.
told not to do such.
Hmm.
Oh, before I forget, Auntie Cleo's makes the best pharmaceuticals in Halcyon. Better than nature. Not like that crap Spacer's Choice pedals.
Alright. Well, free money is always good, I suppose. Just sitting here gathering flies. We got some more people to talk to. I'm gonna have to step away for a moment, and when I come back, we're going to end up seeing what else this area has to offer us. World of Warcraft. Okay. I was like, came out in 2000. Like, there's a lot of games that have come out over the years. Early 2000s did not narrow it down, and I've never really played World of Warcraft. Or any of the Warcraft games I don't think I've ever played. I don't know if it's worth it. That was theft, but I do not care. Whatever, I didn't pick it up, so we're just gonna move on. Alright, we'll head in here in a minute. I'm gonna step away. When I come back, we're gonna continue exploring this area and then do some more of those side quests we got. Gotta find that damn cigarette case. Be back in one moment. But yeah, that about figures that someone gets you to play a game and then they're not actually actively playing that. Like, they went out of their way to get you to get it and play it and all that. Oh, you did. Yeah, okay. Now I remember what that's from. Well, appreciate the lurk, Ray. Kind of threw me for a loop when you did that. Is that something that Stream Elements just did? Or is that something that you did? Whatever, it doesn't really matter.
Move along.
Nobody's gonna have...
You picked a hell of a day to visit. I'm Vaughn. Vaughn Cortez. Dr. Vaughn Cortez. But just Vaughn's fine, really.
Where were you when the outlaws attacked?
Over in the main labs. I rabbited back here when I realized I was hearing gunshots, not blown fuses. We've been cooped up in here, I don't know, hours? Too long.
So this shit must have just went down
To work.
not too long ago. You're dedicated to your work.
Sure. Loyal company fella. That's me.
Yep.
Auntie knows best.
Seems like it.
Look, I don't want to go back out there, but there's a thing I gotta do. I had to leave an experiment running at the lab. Something I've been working on a long while. Something that could really get me ahead. Know what I mean? You already went up to the lab? Long shot here, but any chance you brought my results back with you? No kidding? You're the best! This is gonna make me so popular. I mean with the people who buy it, not by using it. Because I'm not.
Of course not.
Take this. You earned it. If you run into me again after all this is over, maybe I'll have more. Pleasure doing business with you.
Yeah. No big deal. That wasn't something that we needed for the quest. Because the quest we have to do is to sell secrets, and we have secrets right now. His really wasn't a company secret. Thought that was blood. I've noticed there's, like, not a lot of stuff to read. Like, there's computers in this game, right? But there's no, like, books that are laying around that you could physically pick up and read. I know we picked up those books from around the first location we were at.
Blankenship, she's okay. But Lunsford has the highest rate of foot goals per game.
But if you cross-reference with the skills of the opposing team, his hand goal rate plummets.
What?
Lunsford plays worse against better teams. Blankenship plays better.
It is kind of funny how they have conversations just roaming around about
I got 500 bits on the Darlings taking the finals this year.
sports.
The stats are better on the spacers chosen. My model predicts a sweep.
You got that from numbers? Toss ball is played from the heart.
Care to put your cart behind your heart?
That is kind of funny. Anton's lab key. Do we want to use Anton's lab key or say screw it and just, boom, crack it open? I'm leaning towards crack it open. Let's see what we can do with the workbench real quick, like plasma launcher. I mean, this weapon, critical damage plus 25%, fire and noise. We could put 2 barrels down. Honestly? Yeah. Because that's a good suppressed weapon now. It's the highest damaging weapon we have. I pressed E. I needed to hold R. 26, 26. Dodge. Block. We'll do block, I guess. Wait. I mean, I guess we could do Extendo Sight. It's given us a 14 extra meters to work with for effective range, and a max range of 112 meters just for the Extendo Sight. So we might as well. Again, I don't see any reason why we wouldn't want to do this. I guess increase our medical. More health, melee damage, armor rating, range damage, I guess. Makes sense. Persuade. Oh. A 15-second boost. See, 15 seconds helps us out. But, like, it doesn't help us out that much. ZX, CV. Need to figure out what those all do. I think we're good. Alright. Let's level ourselves up for now. Kind of want to level up our dialogue options. We got to 40, so that'll help us out a bunch. Medical, getting that upgraded could be good, but I think leveling up our talking skills is worthwhile. Well, we don't have enough things to break into that, unfortunately. At least not yet. I should go check out the merchant and see if they're selling any of those hacking tools. Because I don't see any more.
Best way to win a game is by getting
Vending machines could also be worthwhile to check out for whether or not they have hacking tools. Also doesn't look like there's any just laying around here. 11 armor there, but... Like, that is a book that we just stole, and we can't read it. At least no obvious way to.
I've stayed in worse.
Here's my question at the bar.
Hey, you're still around.
Do you
Annie Cleo
sell
makes the best pharmaceuticals in Halcyon.
hacking tools? No. No, you do not. You sell ammo and medical stuff, but the only mag pick would get us caught if we stole that one. Well, I suppose we can look for a vending machine. Got another workbench we found. Love to see that. Really? I mean, this doesn't require us to use anything to hack into, so... A heavy machine gun. Heavy ammo necklace. I mean, a mag pick, hell yeah, I'll take it. Alright, let's talk to you and see if you have anything worthwhile to tell us.
Ah, outlaws, I assume. Do me a favor and let me finish this, will you? And then make it quick, please.
I'm not here to kill
you.
you.
The outlaws? Who are you then?
That's, someone sent a distress call.
Oh, well, good luck. Now, if they got the carbon in here, it's just a matter of...
What?
Arson, you idiot. Just put it... Of course, because I didn't...
Okay, that's nice, but, I wasn't done talking to you, you rude ass.
We're gonna get this solved. I mean...
What are you doing there?
What does it look like? I'm preparing a personal defense device. Or trying to, anyway. Why, yes.
420 experience, nice, because we used our science skill. Awesome. I need a hand?
No. Well, yes. Well, no. Perhaps.
You have to do it, but you need
I
tools.
left schematics in our storage facility. As far as I know, the security commander hasn't found them yet. I admit I'd feel better were they returned to me.
Where's the storage facility?
Up the south gate. Follow the road. It'll be on the left, past the old lab.
Thanks for the information.
I found an advanced pistol when we moved here, but it's broken. I need those schematics to modify it to output superheated air. It should quite easily burn through Raptidon hides. Say, you wouldn't happen to have a tube of thermal paste on you, would you?
No.
Blast. Well, good luck. I hope I see you back here in one piece.
So this is one of those things where we could help him out or give the schematics to Lady to sell them. That's fun, having decisions like this set up. This dude we gotta be careful about because he's got... We have the shit that he wants. So I'm gonna do a hard save here just in case.
My befuddled security chief and his crew are even more worthless than my wildest imaginings. They've abandoned their posts. Madness. And what the hell do you want? That's all manner of distressing. There truly is nothing left for me. Did you find my colleague, Jameson?
Who the hell is Jameson?
What? Didn't I? Of course not. He's my protege. I sent him to the town's original lab and forgot him.
I'll find
That
him.
would surely lighten the weight on my conscience, as I am held to account for the well-being of every scientist here. Too many have been lost. Too many black marks against my name, as it were. And far too much paper.
Do you actually care about the people, or do you care about the black marks against your name? Yeah.
Of course they do. Please don't mistake my ambition for callousness.
I mean...
It's just that their constant complaining can begin to wear. They refuse to see the opportunity afforded us here. It's
the opportunity to die? I'll have to take your word for it. I'm glad we lied.
50-bit says this guy's already wrapped fodder.
I mean, deserves it. Being the jackass that he is. It seems very basic, this game. Like, this is the third stream of this game, I believe. And as much as I enjoy it, there definitely is some, like, the main appeal is just the conversation. I couldn't see myself playing this game a multitude of times, in all honesty. At least not on stream. I could maybe see myself casually going through this off stream in the future. But realistically, it is one of those things where, like, as much as I'm enjoying it, as much fun as it is, one of the biggest things is the lack of, like, engaging combat. The combat's just enemy, shoot, move on. Now this is us going to get the cigarettes, correct? Unless it swapped over. Oh, we have a perk available. Health restored per kill could be kind of insane. Consumable weight reduction. More quiet weapon damage. Have a ship that's completely by ourselves in order to get the bonuses there, but I don't think so. Also, let me check the journal again just to make absolutely sure that we have, yeah, the cigarette container we're headed towards. Like for this, I'm trying to think about what would look good to highlight, like what would be a thing to highlight here. And like, us getting shit and then turning it in, I suppose, because combat is definitely not the thing that you're going to be focused on in this game when you play it. I didn't modify my armor so I could have more sprint speed. That was rude. Stuck. Shit. Well, we're disoriented now. We need 2 more to hack into there. Honestly, the plasma rifle might be the best weapon in the game. Because it has a pretty decent amount of ammo, which is doing a significant amount of damage when we hit our targets. Deadeye. What was that? A Deadeye what? Deadeye assault rifle, Hammersmith. 99. Execute. Post armor damage dealt plus 15%, whatever that means. That's kind of cool that you could, like, check out what their skills are, their abilities they have, and all that. Neat. I might actually swap you out for that. Oh, commemorative cigarette case. It's right there. Metal lined and embossed with an iconic rendering of the Hope. The name Lillian is signed on the inside of the metal lid.
Fancy looking smoke box. Stinks like Raptidon, though.
Well, we can turn this in. Well, we made a profit of mag picks, so that was worth it. A little bit of ammo, a vending machine. Hey! Alright. Been a while since I've had to paint my nails. Like, the whole year I think I haven't painted my nails for. Oh, let's do that. Yellow. Yellow. Weapon parts will get easily enough. No, there's nothing there for sale. Well, yeah, I figured that's why you said blast from the past, but I had to make that statement as well. It's funny because I was editing Neo earlier today, and I must have had to paint my nails at some point prior, because I just see, like, nail polish when I'm talking. I will say I'm not looking forward to summertime. The heat is going to be crazy. I'm probably going to have to do streams in the future without a webcam. How long it's actually been since I painted my nail, I do not know. I really don't. I think it has been over 4 months, because there was a month where the PC went down, and I'm on the tail end of some sort of fucking sickness, illness that has made me miss quite a few days of stream. Last week, I think, was the first week we had a full stream week, if I'm being honest. And this week will be another full stream week, or at least it should be. Elite Trooper Armor 24. Okay. But it's been a minute. The armor. I wanted to, it's weird that you can't modify a helmet. Toughened. Melee damage get stunned. We haven't been hit by melee damage. Dialogue and leadership skills. Tech skills. Sprint speed and armor degradation minus 15%. Honestly, cooling. Give me dialogue and leadership. And the gadget factory stock. This would replace factory stock. Yeah, toughened physical armor rating, and the gadget will be stunning. I guess might as well deck it out completely. Building a station takes forever. What are we referring to? Building a station in your game you're talking about? The 4X or whatever? Is that what we're talking about right now? X4. My apologies. Alright. Yeah, that happens sometimes. 5 and 25 minutes. Okay, that's kind of wild. I wonder how much time that is in-game speech. Couple of years. 136 modules.
Seriously, don't get yourself killed.
So,
Cigarette
over
case,
500
but it's still
minutes.
just a cigarette case.
I mean, I've already gotten the
Your
cigarette
shit.
case. It's yours.
You ain't so bad. Here's something for the trouble.
See you around. Yeah, we almost got another level for doing that quest. The Anarchist Cookbook. Okay. $500 for getting the cigarette case back and the Anarchist Cookbook. Is that an actual thing? Ah, okay. Gotcha. I mean, there's always mods that increase game speed. I know there's one from RimWorld. Speaking of, at some point I don't know if we'll stick with Starbound as the Monday game. We might end up switching to RimWorld as the Monday game. I might play a little bit of off stream just to learn a little bit more, and we'll go from there. But I'm gonna stick with Starbound and see how I enjoy it and go from there. I don't know. Hilariously enough, I'm kind of meh on Starbound. That's why I'm like having this set up to where it's probably going to be a hour and a half long thing of me bullshitting while I just do whatever I do in Starbound. I might play that a little bit off stream just to get more used to the controls and whatnot. But yeah, I'd be surprised a game like that didn't have mods, you know what I mean? I have a question. What do we think of me actually using the schedule section in the Discord and writing down what games I plan to play for the week? Mind you, I'm gonna try and get the schedule up before Friday, at the very least. Lift lockdown, messages. We need a new code for the armory lock over in storage facility to make it complicated so Orsar can't sneak in there again, and do not write it down this time. Use your brains. This is not... One, two, three, four is the code. I love that. Did we get that because we read Porters, or be like, what a bunch of idiots. Hey, what's the code? Use your head. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. Dude probably didn't even read. Or if he did, he was like, fuck that. Just whatever. That's wild. I'm hearing sounds, but I'm not seeing where I think they are. Like, I figured I'd open this door and there'd be one right around the corner, but I guess not. Well, that's below us then.
Someone knows how to make an entrance.
Yeah, what? The Raptidons that are chilling in here? Damn, you have armor. Back, opening a can of energy drink. I got a can of pop. I've been sipping on.
They didn't want to tempt us. Why'd they lock it up?
Another plasma rifle. I wonder if the plasma rifles, I should just give them across the board to my allies. I will say, I'm trying to think about it. I don't think I've, is this one of the first games from Obsidian where you can actually climb ladders? And I mean, like, actually physically climb the damn ladder. Because I know you can click on ladders to get to new areas, new load zones. I can see why the people who complained about this game, in all honesty. Because for those that enjoy combat, this is not going to be the game for them at all. Like, even for a game that, like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. All I know is that it kind of feels a bit meh. Like, the thing that's driving me is the story, of course. Assigned workstations, messages, Porter Rubin. One 10-minute break between your normally scheduled 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock patrol shifts. That's funny. Okay. Hell of a way to be able to celebrate your birthday. An extra 10 minutes on your birthday. Alright. I always love when they make, like, the corporations in games. And I'm gonna say this because it truly is comically bad, right? Like, these companies are comically horrendous companies, right? And, like... yeah. Like, an extra 10-minute break might seem comically bad, but I bet you there's a company out there that does shit like that. Like, oh yeah, we'll reward them. Give them an extra 10 minutes time or some shit like that. Probably not 10 minutes. Probably like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. But still, it's like... then again, who knows? There's some companies out there, like, I've heard some horror stories about Amazon working for them. Determine objective. Determine the maximum amount of Raptidon digestive acid that can be safely ingested by humans before adverse effects present themselves. Slowly induce increased amounts of the digestive acid into evening meals of randomly selected workers to observe their overall health. Three millimeters. So 5 millimeters of... like this right here. This person's job, or at least what they decided to do for an experiment, was to poison the workers here. Do we, like, get a name? Hold on. Security lockdown. Whose computer was this, I wonder? They were a smoker. Because that's the second pack of cigarettes we picked up in this area. Roseway Gardens, we don't want to go there yet. Got ourselves a level up. It's also funny to see that, like, is it the area we're in? Like, is the level following us or not? Because we're getting more and more experience every time we kill someone, I've noticed. And I'm wondering if that's just because we've leveled up, or is that the level of these enemies in this area giving us that experience? Alright, alright. It is kind of funny how little we've done. Like, we've only been to an area and a half so far, basically. And we've already gotten to level 13. Oh, well. Maybe this, if you're not getting anything, well, at least they're getting an extra 10 minutes for break time, compared to nothing, I guess. Whatever the hell I just picked up there. I love picking up like 12 bits here, 5 bits there. And like, every time I pick one up, there's a part of my brain that goes, man, it's not even worth picking up, like, getting the chests. Right? And then, like, you start... oh, wow. Okay. A Mark II revolver. That's currently our best revolver. Or our best handgun. 126. Magazine size 6. Not really that big of a difference, in all honesty. It has more upgrade points. We have 2 for the barrel, 1 for the sight, so that's pretty neat, I guess. Well, considering this looks like a large area, I would figure that this is a main office. That is wild. So that's how to be the boss's terminal. And, like, the fucked up part is he's picking random people. What if those random people would have had a worse adverse effect just because of who they were? Like, if they had a pre-existing condition or something like that. Yeah, this is Porter Rubin, or Rubin Porter's thing. And that, well, that's from Dr. Crane, too. And we know how much of a jackass Dr. Crane is. So that kind of makes sense now that you think about that. How he would be the one that allows an extra 10-minute break. And that's it. By his bootstraps. Well. I love how Jameson's the only ID that we got because it's quest associated. 9,000 experience. Rescue Jameson. X marked. Now, my question, because they have an X mark thing there, could I potentially come to this area earlier on and save him? I doubt that. But I hate when a quest, I hope they don't consider that a botched quest. That will bother me if they do. Maria Volkova. I'm pretty sure everyone died here. The next employee to get their hand stuck in that damn machine's getting written up. That's hilarious. From Crane. Lost another finger to that processor, formally requesting new safety brackets be installed, as the current ones register with Raptidon hide, but not human flesh. This is unacceptable. Wait. Oh, that's fucked. That's fucked. So the Raptidon hide, it will stop the machine, but not on flesh of human. Flesh of human. Like I'm fucking coughing up a spell. Have we looted down here? Yeah, we have. Bypass shunts, love to see it. Kind of wild. Because you can kind of, like, the way they have it, environmental storytelling from all the Raptidon carcasses, and all the positions people are in. So shit was going bad, and that probably is why that elevator area blew up, or whatever. Like, I wonder what the order of operations is for how shit went bad. When we get a crit hit, it really does a hell of a difference in damage. I wonder if it is doing a multiplier of 5 when we charge up. Because it's using 5 rounds. We're over encumbered already. Well, it's only 100 meters away, so technically we could pace ourselves by walking there. Anything we got will increase our carry weight. It is funny to see, like, personality attributes will go up. More natural health regeneration, weapon sway. Mind attributes, time dilation stuff. What if we just pop one of these? A body attribute. No, it doesn't. Oh, it gave us 170. Because of the few moments of body attribute. I mean, we could probably fast travel. But like I said, it's only 100 meters away. Let's sell all of our shit.
Hey, you're still around.
Yeah,
Annie Cleo makes
I
the
am.
best pharmaceuticals in Halcyon.
12% discount because we've done stuff for them so far. I love that. Do we just sell everything? The 48 damage per shot for this thing might actually be worth putting on, for damage stuff. Oh, this is Anarchist Cookbook. It's a plasma launcher, I think. The cookbook fires smaller, faster, and better plasma-infused shells than a typical launcher. Perfect for quickly covering an area with fire. 110 damage. This might... I mean, you gotta be worried about AoE, I imagine. We're probably gonna keep that. Yeah, if anything beats the 24 armor that we have, I'll go for it. We could use the weight of consumables soon. Alright, 91. What is... Yeah. That would do it. That'll help. 80. Alright.
Did you find my colleague, Jameson?
Parts of them.
Jameson. I didn't do right by him, did I? Only cared about how he helped or hurt my research.
Yeah.
Not in this colony, there isn't. But success here will get me to Byzantium. I'll have recognition, money, proper facilities. It's the only place to lead a life of meaning in this system.
Okay. So he's like disappointed because of... I wonder if we could change Anton. Like, I wonder if we can change people's personality or not, depending on what our skills are. Like, if I focused on nothing but communicative skills, I wonder where we would be at. Let's see what a plasma launcher looks like. I'm mainly focused on long guns, however. Right, that's what my my focus is going to be on. Where is it? Yeah, long gun 60. Yeah, Virtuoso, non-critical hits, ignore 50% armor. Critical hits ricochet and hit another enemy for handguns is kind of crazy too. Because that could stack on top of it, you know? And we have a 148% chance to critical hit. I wonder what that's based off of. Oh, we can pickpocket at 40 sneak. That's pretty cool. I think we'll save it for when we need it for something. I can already tell I'm not going to like that weapon. I can already tell I'm not going to like the heavy weapon. What other quests do we have? The weapon plans, and then we could sell those. Which I wonder if we could. Well, we might see if we can help him out still. Broke our leg so many times. We got a flaw, and I ignored that flaw. And the more I think about it, the more I kind of like the idea of stacking flaws for extra damage. Ow, by the way. What do we all have here? Ammunition is larger than the restrooms. All yesterday cleaning a man's arm out of a meat grinder, and I don't even have a damn shower out here. Fix it, or I'm going to start breaking into your room and showering there. Then you can experience the joy of cleaning gristle out of your drain. I have entire crates of mag pits here. You know I can do it. Caffeine supplements they're running low on. Well, that didn't explain much. Dump them back in a parts locker. Oh, that was the Project Win a Blue Mount Iteration 37. This is mechanical sentry parts, and this is for cigarette ignition device, palm-sized. Personal use only. Secured workroom to use in my off hours. Assigned a bench in the mechanical maintenance room for the armory. Splendid bonus. Okay. So we got a couple things we can keep our eyes out for then. All right. Like I said, the combat leaves a lot to be desired. It'll be very apparent when we come across something that's like supposed to be a boss or something like that, and all it's doing is taking so much damage. Hello? It is funny to find some of this stuff empty. Check the front desk at the antibiotics lab. Okay. I wonder where all these marauders come from. Like just random groups of individuals exploring space, landing on planets. Because they're bandits, pirates, whatever the hell you want to call them. There we go. I was like, there's got to be a way to get up there. There's no way there's not. Is this classified as a long gun? Heavy weapon. Hmm. So there's that. And then if we go for... I'm just gonna do that. That's doing 30, way more damage. 124. Could have died if we weren't, if I fucked around any longer. That's like the one thing about the combat in this game, where it like... Robophobia. Sure. Oh, I rejected it. I did not want to reject it. That's my bad. I'm not going to reload it to claim that flaw. But I kind of like that idea. Next time... I love how I keep saying next time. Again... This game has a big focus on probably like after you do a couple playthroughs and you know where most stuff is, you just do the quests. As somebody who explores a lot, it's difficult for me to not do this every time I play through a new game, like to collect everything and whatnot. It's one of the reasons why if I ever find myself playing Elden Ring in the future, it will be the same game, like my main playthrough, and it will stay that way for a while. I thought about potentially making that game the Monday game. Hey, thank you for remaining a guardian of the kingdom. Relatives, I very much appreciate it. I think that might have been an automatic pop, but if not, then again, would it have shown if it was an automatic pop? Well, regardless, appreciate it. Appreciate you subscribing to the kingdom. Oh, that's a weightlift thing. I will say, I also, in the future, plan to, like I've ever had one of those moments where, say, I'm playing this and I don't play it for 3-4 hours. I only play it for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. Not that that's what I'm doing today. I'm just saying, for example. And then I go to Mechanicus and only play that for an hour or two, and I feel like streaming. I'll probably switch to some random game that I didn't list. Do I have to... Okay. I was about to say, I think I should just click on this and see what happens, because... Oh, hey, we got the thing we needed for the robot bro. Hell yeah. Plasma carbine? Now, hold on, wait a minute. Long gun, 62 to 94. I mean... Let's check it out. A good range, decent damage, even splash damage on nearby targets. Overcharge feature will get you out of a tight spot every time. It doesn't have as much as the rifle. I wonder if it's... faster. Okay. It's faster, for sure. Suspicious activity near... The pistol status functional. Untrained personnel must attend site safety seminar S1-E3 before using. As a seminar officer is not currently available, recommend permanent secure storage, and then ammunition entries not found. Wow, they had a lot. Like, they could not look at their own ammunition stock. They had to have someone else do it. I'll tell you what, if worst case scenario, they probably get in trouble for doing something outside of their job description, though. Who knows?
Damn town knows how to clean up after themselves.
I mean, everything was kind of abandoned because of the fact that shit went bad. I think it's doing more damage per second compared to the plasma rifle. The carbine, I think I like the carbine more than the rifle. Detailed drawings of an advanced pistol, revisions and comments are scrawled across the image in mostly illegible writing, except for the name Orson Shaw scribbled in the center, in the corner. A pistol from a brand named Force, not native to Halcyon Colony. It is unclear from these plans what a Psychonitron does. Whatever, maybe we could find out. I don't know if I want to give this shit to him. It does tell us to return to Orson. Return to the... Yep, and it also tells us to return to the Groundbreaker. Now, what's funny is we don't have to do that. We don't have to sell shit to her. But... it will botch a quest if we don't give these Oh. Do I care about botched and quetched? They almost certainly contraband. So I wonder if we could help him while also taking them. I think there's a part of me that wants to explore more. There's another part of me that's going down. There's no real need to explore, in all honesty. We could... Oh, the Prime sub. So that was... definitely manual. I just realized when I looked over at chat. Anyway. This game does have an interesting way that it deals with some of the quest markers. I really do wonder if I could have snuck around and not gotten dude killed. Oh yeah. This carbine's where it's at. Can I modify right now? Or do I gotta do it at a thing? Gotta do it at a thing. Workbench. There's a couple workbenches, I do believe.
Clear the roadway. Obstruction of commerce is punishable by a fine of no less than 10,000 bits.
10,000 bit fine? Kinda wild. Oh yeah, I like this gun. It's a lot faster than the plasma. And it does comparable damage to low fire shots, so this is doing way more damage per second. Got a lot of stuff we can sell, again, like consumables, because I'm not really using them. The only consumable I'm using is a inhaler. Moving us out of town. Well, that doesn't seem good. That doesn't seem good for their father. Kind of funny. That's like some of the only evidence that this place is supposed to even exist. Something like that we should be able to take with us as well. It's amazing how one fuck up somewhere on this planet, or this rock, whatever, caused as many issues as it has. Let's see if we'll give them up. If we do, that would suck, but it should give us a reduction on how much it's going to cost, 10,000 bits. And at the same time, we probably have 16,000 as is, so we don't even need to really turn this in. Worst case scenario, because I don't want to botch any quests if at all possible.
Oh, hello.
You do,
why do you seem familiar?
Have we met?
Have we met?
Yes, we have, actually.
Ah, yes. Very good. And have you done that?
Got him right here.
What a relief. You hold months of work in your hands.
Gotta ask.
Anton would have just given them to Porter without a second thought. What a waste of potential that would have been.
I agree. They wouldn't have.
sadly true. Contraband does tend to fetch a high price among the colony's ne'er-do-wells. So be it. I'll buy them off of you.
Aw.
Much obliged. Here are your bids.
So we lost.
Now, let's see here. Attach this, twist that, apply a little pressure, and voila! I can finally
Now,
call
hold
this
on.
little side project complete. Thank the law.
Thank the law.
Oh.
But
I can't be caught with this. You take it. If R&D buys the schematics from me, perhaps I'll get you the first model, hot off the presses. I'll, call you? Yes, I'll call you.
all right.
I believe we have nothing further to discuss.
I do kind of dislike the fact that we lost reputation with this place because of that. I'm almost tempted to reload it on that one. Because, like, out of all the things I give a shit about, that's one of the things I give a shit about. Did it? I'd auto-save before we went into the place? And after we sold, I think.
Oh, hello. Why do you seem familiar? Have we met?
Let's just give him the schematics.
Ah, yes. Very good. And have you done that? What a relief. You hold months of work in your hands. Now, I'll just attach this here. Bit of glue. A little elbow grease.
Different conversation
Voila.
piece.
I can finally call this little side project complete.
That was a side project of his, by the way.
Oh. I can't be caught with this.
Ultimatum.
You take it. If R&D buys the schematics from me, perhaps I'll get you the
That's
first
the pistol
model
we
hot
probably
off the
just got.
presses. I'll, call you? Yes, I'll call you.
There you go. Okay. The scary and powerful handgun is standard issue for Earth Directorate soldiers and is made by the weapons conglomerate Force, who owns their own company in the Subterra system. I think doesn't do as much damage, but it has a high magazine size. And it has a burn effect. The distress signal is still... You've acquired one of the company's secrets. The Raptidon Musk, the Force schematics, and the company's secrets. We need to be able to get a Stellar Bay. We can't do that yet. We can do that. When we go back to the Groundbreaker, we have to take Pravati to the alcohol place. And there's a couple missions we have for the, let's go back to the Groundbreaker, I guess, at this point. Yeah, Auntie Cleo reputation increased. I wonder if it is better to help out the corporations than it is to hinder them. Part of me feels it's not. Let's install that acid sweeper as well. Oh, hell yeah. We could check that out after we get done here. I got like another half hour or so, I think. Maybe another hour of playing this. And I'll check that out after this, maybe? But hell yeah. Always like having those in the back burner. Also, greetings and good day, Relatives. How are you doing today? a more proper greeting this time. High as fuck. Any particular reason or just chilling? We chilling. Nice. Oh, we don't need to do this because we already have a ship landed here. It's been a minute since we've been back on the Unreliable. We've acquired systems and serfdoms. We've acquired a danger sign. So after we complete these quests, a lot of this stuff gets moved around. At least I think stuff gets moved around on here. Install the acid stepper. A rumbling vibrates from the unit's chassis. We got Robot Bro. We got Sam. Lots of experience for that. Level up to 14, too.
Initiating initialization sequences. Greetings, customer! This SAM unit is unable to locate your registered information. Would you like to register your SAM?
Sure.
Registering new owner.
Captain. Nice. Welcome to the crew.
SAM units live to clean and clean to live.
Okay. What the hell am I hearing? Whatever. Is it below?
Yeah, so this is my hidey spot now.
Cool.
I was looking for a place that was quiet. I figured the kitchen would be louder than the hold, so here I am. Cozy like, ain't it? Oh, you mean Sam? He's just the sweetest, ain't he? A real charmer, my dad'd say. Nah, but I've been thinking on one. Gotta get to know him better, I think. Maybe ask him what he prefers. It ain't nice to give folks a nickname without him giving you the okay first, you know? Of course, that don't stop Felix. That's in pretty good shape considering how hard Mr. Hawthorne ran it. It's a Yakita LHA 120, A2 model, I'm pretty sure. The Block 2 design scooshed in extra cargo space but didn't change the stock engines. Probably a touch underpowered, huh?
Accurate in all particulars. I conclude you are Edgewater's board-certified mechanic.
Fly-by-wire's pretty normal. Or leastways, that's what I read in the trades.
That's crazy.
Never been on a real ship before. Hello! I am not a board-certified mechanic, but my dad was. He taught me all he knew. Do you understand?
Speech recognition is one of the many skills I have been programmed to simulate.
Fucking great.
You're not simulating it, you're doing it! I asked a question and you answered it.
I am gratified you consider this facsimile convincing.
Gratified. I mean... this is a conversation we should have had.
I don't see any holes in the hull. I'll take a
Like,
good squint at her.
before
sure
we flew.
But I think we're cooking with plasma torches. You can do that, you know. My dad taught me how to make grilled cheese sandwiches with a plasma torch.
Useful. Very useful. What did I want to do here? I guess I wanted to look at this bad boy, because it's pretty much going to be our... It already is plasma, though. I mean, it gives us a little bit extra range. Why not? Worst case scenario, it's just stuck there for a minute. We can fix it later, though. Can we not modify... I mean, it makes sense that we can't modify that pistol now that I'm thinking about it. These have modified things already. A melee weapon attack speed grip and a power attack damage 20% increase. Post armor damage. And a plasma type upgrade. Which... Is it already plasma? Yeah, mod is already installed. Weird. Just repair all equipment. 9 and 8. Sometimes it's a little bit of a pain in the ass to read what it wants for... that. We could tinker with this and actually make it do more damage. We have a ridiculous amount of bits. I mean... tinkered items can no greater than 5 levels above your own. Increase your character level to tinker this item. Well, in that case, might as well tinker on a couple of things then. The armor, sure. 29, 29. Technically, we could probably find something that's better to tinker with. This goes up by 2. This is going up by 3, if I tinker it. We'll keep it at 39 for now. I mean, we're level 15. We could do it a couple more times. We have to be careful, though, because I want to keep 10,000 bits. Yeah, there's nothing that was level 17 and 44 armor right now, so I'll keep it and take it, I suppose. I like how you could do that, how you could keep certain items with you throughout the entirety of the game if you keep tinkering and leveling it up. Yeah, it's expensive as hell, and I think one of the reasons why it's so expensive is because if we get to level 17, it'll probably be cheaper to tinker with that item, basically. Okay. I suppose at this point we could fly off and... I mean... another level to get 80 expert deadly focus, no weapon sway for 5 seconds after each kill. That doesn't really matter. But getting the critical hits, ignoring armor, and non-critical hits is kind of something I want to do, but... gotta upgrade, like, other skills as well. It's over 9,000. I mean... your weapon's fine, I guess. You're fine. Need to level you up. I guess. I mean, I'd like to get to 50 with this, I guess. Might as well, and then start working towards getting sneak and hack and all that upgraded. Getting 50 across the board for certain stuff is kind of what I'd like to do. We'll go back to the Groundbreaker. I wonder how much there is to do in this game.
The Groundbreaker has approved our request for docking, Captain. You're free to disembark.
Might as well, we gotta disembark.
I like what you've done with the place. Kitschy collectibles are such a human inclination.
It is funny because there's a couple of collectibles we can probably still get. Slash... some that we might have missed. We can probably go explore with the other individuals and see what that has to offer us.
13 jobs scheduled for area maintenance.
You're constantly just gonna be cleaning, Sam.
Issuing sanitation ticket. Error.
Refill printer paper?
Thank you, customer. Sam, merciless on germs. All SAM units travel fully assembled in a 12x12 corrugated steel box.
Nice.
Did you know SAM units are capable of equipping regulation-grade flamethrower nozzles? Upgrade your attachment today and get to firing away.
I mean, you spit out acid. I don't know if...
Got stubborn stains. Leave them for Sam.
Yeah, you have an acid sprayer. So, like... hopefully they're not cleaning with the acid. That would be interesting if they were. We need to bring you with us. Could bring Sam. You two, sure, why not? When indentured servants are freed, anarchy soon follows. Jesus Christ. The Dissident Hunter, first edition, 2 bits, numbers 362. Monthly subscription, subscribe at a rate of 20 bits per year. Oh, so instead of paying 24 bits for each issue, if one comes out monthly. I forgot to do my perk point as well. I guess we could do reduces the penalties to accuracy when moving. 65% is kind of a hell of a nice thing, because I am moving a lot. First things first, we want to go to the bar.
If it isn't the savior of Groundbreaker, what can I do for you?
Technically, this is the first time we're talking to him. Job?
Maybe. Most of the shipping traffic in the system passes through Groundbreaker. Every couple of months, we even get a big interstellar freighter. 2 biggest operations are the board, that is, Halcyon Holdings and Sublight Salvage. But there are independent operators around the promenade deck. Most of those jobs are going to take you off station, though.
Yeah. A little more local.
If you're thinking to make a career here, don't waste your time. Full-time jobs on Groundbreaker tend to be inherited, or go to a fellow crew member's kid. Keep it in the family, you know. Are you pulling my leg? Goes like this. Back on Earth, before the crossing, the powers that be were selling off stakes in distant star systems they thought had potential. A bunch of companies decided to throw in together and form the Halcyon Holdings Corporation, then buy up the rights to this here colony. That group's what we now call the board.
It's kind of funny. So I get... yeah.
Yep.
The board does run most of the system.
Independent port. Aside from us, there's just tramp freighters and wildcat miners. Seems like every year the board's offices get bigger and their ships take up more of the landing bays. Haven't seen nearly as many tramp crews this year.
How does the Groundbreaker fit in all this?
Groundbreaker was one of the original colony vessels to come over on the crossing, a few years before her sister ship, the Hope. Once everybody'd been de-thawed and dropped dirt side, the original crew of the Groundbreaker decided they rather liked the spacefaring life.
What's funny is the Hope is where our character comes from, if you don't remember. So, this is one of the first times we've heard somebody actually acknowledge the Hope's existence of their own volition.
Sitting around drinking whiskey and smoking cigars, yeah, probably. Can't say for sure, of course. Doubt I'll ever see the inside of it myself.
Got it.
Glad to help. Relative to the board holdings? Not really. But there's a few with the means to go where they will. They aren't rich, but they aren't likely to look too close at your work history either. They stripped apart.
We should talk to this person when we first showed up here.
There's some that say they make the derelicts and encourage folks to abandon their steads. Sublight gives me the creeps. I've known folks who went to work for them and just vanished. They're on the promenade run by a woman named Lilia Hagen. I'm only telling you so you know to avoid them.
Well, we're going to get work from them, actually. Because now we can travel to where we need to travel to.
You noticed, huh?
Yeah, the tension between the board and the Groundbreaker. Kinda hard to...
What can I say?
Let's be nice.
Passionate folks, and the board can't abide that independent spirit, especially not when it might impact their bottom line. All the
we'll try to help that, though.
Come through us, and we skim a few bits off the top and manifest processing fees with every one. Folks around here will bluster that the board hates our freedom, but really, they know we can stop their out-system shipments anytime we like, and that terrifies them.
I'm gonna go with this because this is the kind of character we're going for.
It's a delicate
I'm glad
balance,
it
right? We could cancel their freighter's docking privileges in retaliation, but where'd that lead us? They got assault cruisers, gunships.
Also, I'm noticing that dialogue that just happened.
We push them too hard, maybe they decide we'd be better in 10 trillion little pieces.
That's probably a similar return statement for a lot of what we just could have said.
The board wouldn't do that.
Yes, they would.
It's a tough line to walk, no doubt about that. But we make do all right. So far, anyway.
The board sucks. Thanks for the info.
Sure thing.
Love to hear it. See you around.
Be seeing you.
So we should talk to him, like, first and foremost. Because the way that I originally went around this location was literally a back route.
Hey, bounty hunter. You're welcome here anytime, so long as you ain't loitering. We're the security force here on Groundbreaker. Started back before the crossing, you know. The original force was made up of a Marine detachment from the 77th Marine Expeditionary Unit, Trailward Fleet.
That's wild.
Folks started calling us Mardettes because it was easier to say. Guess it stuck.
I guess we just go to the bar.
So, how's this work? Do we get a table, stand in a corner?
This is hilarious.
Hey, Ellie. Having your usuals? Not today. I'm on the job.
Oh, I didn't realize this was something that could happen. While also getting a spike of
Never thought I'd
lag.
see the day. A new face. What's your pleasure, stranger?
Yeah, we've already talked to them. What do you got for sale?
What ain't I got?
Let's find out. Nothing that I really want. After a day of using your blood to oil the machinery of capitalism, don't you deserve something red? This is the 0G brew. It's an ale. That's good for what ails you. Cute. Purple berry liqueur. Rizzo. Nearly 100% meal grub free. Nearly. Made with unhydrogenated benzene 40. Bit of citrus for a few bits more. Are you worth it? Spectrum Orange. Appreciate the lurk. Ah, Vanish. That's what the command is for Stream Elements. Forgot about that. That's what the command was. It's funny. I like the Vanish command. I'll keep it around. Dehydrated water tablets. Just add air. Now available in carbonated. Mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life. Jesus Christ. Lemon slap. Slap your whole family tonight. That's hell of a brand naming thing there. Spectrum Vodka Green. Whether it's a promotion or just a cost of living allowance, celebrate with a new kind of green. Spectrum Green. And purple berry juice for that purple-tongued fun. Warning, if you experience purple tongue lasting more than 4 hours, consult a medical professional. And then, Nanner Spank. A delightfully banana-reminiscent carbonated beverage. Jesus, parents, spank your children. What the hell is... This is... hell of a branding thing, right? Because these are all part of Rizzo, right? The mock apple cider, the Spectrum vodka, that's all Rizzo. The Spank brand. And then you have Spacer's Choice for the dehydrated water tablets. And the 0G. Lots of Rizzo. Tile. Anti-Cleo. Spacer's Choice. Lots of medications from Spacer's Choice. Also, I'm going to sell, like, everything that I have. I like reading some of this shit, though, like the Ali Toxi-Free Spacer's Choice Liquid Toxin Absorber. Harmful status effect are immunized. Reduced 50% for 15 seconds. Also removes airwax, now with activated charcoal. And it's spelled CHARKOAL. This dark beer is made from the freshest triticale grain, brewed and fermented into the tastiest ale this side of the Horsehead Nebula. Oh, it's a Trippa from the Glacial Age. So we've got Rizzo, Tile, those are the companies. The main ones that we know of are Spacer's Choice and Anti-Cleos, right? We've not done anything for Rizzo or Tile yet. Try and see if there's any other brands. Not really, just those 4 brands it looks like. Tile, Spacer's Choice. Well, clothing, we have Hephaestus and Aramid Ballistics. Ports of Call. I wonder if that's the name of anything unique that we could possibly get. Hammersmith. Spacer's Choice weapons. Vulcan, Firefly, and Spacer's Choice. Light ammo, Spacer's Choice. Vulcan for heavy ammo. And Firefly is the Energy Cell Corporation. Light up your opposition with Firefly's line of pure energy-based ammunition, backed by Vulcan's 800-meter lethality guarantee, and the most cost-effective solution to any threat. Kind of is interesting that, like, certain weapons will only use certain ammunitions, and that's the brand you would have to buy for that weapon. Oh, modifications don't have a brand name. Like self-patching armor and stuff like that. Anyways, I was going to sell all my shit, then I got distracted by looking at stuff. That's pristine condition. I do not really care. I probably should go for pristine over a lot of other stuff that I have. Like I said, I'm just going to sell everything because I'm realistically not going to use this. As useful as this stuff is, I just know I'm not going to be using it. Because it's not a game where you really need to be worried about that. And I gave us a little bit of money back, so love to see that. This has 3 modification spots, 2 for the barrel, 1 for the magazine, 1 for the sight. $70. I doubt it, but we can probably keep it around. It does not seem like there is... I'm debating whether or not I want to sell the Anarchist Cookbook. Eh, screw it, we'll just sell it. We got 45 carry weight on us. A lot of that probably has to do with some of these modifications. A backpack. 20 extra kilograms of weight. Hold up, I need a workbench though, don't I? Yeah. We're at the bar.
Okay, so what are we drinking?
I'm not the expert at drinking. I love this.
Oh, and don't worry on the price. I got this. Let's just do it proper.
I guess right here.
Oh, wow. You remembered. Well, that's fruit and such, right? Okay, wine it is. Bottoms up.
Oh, wow, you remembered.
Good choice for getting sloshed when you want to act fancy about it.
That is...
Wow, this is...
Oh, no.
Kind of nice, actually. Who'd have guessed old fruit could taste so good? Oh, Captain. I'm pining for you.
We have gathered that.
What am I doing?
I mean...
Yeah.
I guess that's one of the ways to put it. How
friends.
Just enjoying a drink with friends.
Give each other counsel, right?
Yes! I'm playing Wingman.
Do about you, May? I feel about as aimless as an automech with a busted nav chip.
I mean...
I'd give you my advice, but if I'm being honest, you're probably better off following whatever the captain has to say.
Yeah, the message that got you unsettled.
Well, she talked about another girl, right? Isabel. Mentioned her by name and everything, like she wanted me to know.
Well, that...
Maybe I've been making a right fool of myself this whole time. Maybe she's not interested after all.
Yeah. What's she actually right?
Long and rambly. She was telling me a story about her dad, how a lady named Isabel did all sorts of things to try to win his favor. This Isabel lady never quite managed to get her dad's approval, but they carried on anyways. Made something good out of a bad situation. Then it all went down the tubes. Do you think Junlei still has feelings for her?
Oh, you're an idiot.
I just got a lot of feelings, Captain, and they're all climbing up my throat.
That sounds like
I need another drink.
That sounds like
right now, before I lose
a stepmother situation, unless she's not telling us everything. Let's get you some water.
Come on, Captain. I'm here to drink.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you're right. I am a little woozy.
Yeah, it's first time drinking.
Hydration, here I come.
Water.
Aw, this was just about to get fun.
No, I gotta be responsible. Shush you. Exactly. Thank you.
Oh, Captain, I want to talk to Junlei all the time. Even about silly things, but I'm so scared.
I love that this is a companion quest. About what? What are you terrified of?
Everything? I got a solar system's worth of terrifying questions swirling around my head.
You do realize
Does she think I'm as pretty as I think she's handsome?
that
What if she doesn't like me?
you're worried, like, we're
does?
traveling in a ship
What if
that's
she's
not,
still got feelings
we
for
have
that
no
lady,
idea
isn't it?
about.
What if we get together and she gets bored of me?
Well, that sounds like a her issue. Don't stop there, you're on a roll. I'm just here for the booze. No, that's an easy way for that.
There's nothing easy about spilling your guts to the person.
Also, this is hilarious because, again, the time
You know, I'm not
frame of this stuff
That's,
is a bit
well, it's tripped folks up.
too rapidly, I feel. But, whatever.
Folks I thought cared about me for me. What if she's not okay with that? What if she is, but then later she's not?
I mean, this is weird the way they want you to, like, the responses that we have. The fact that they're all us, basically we're just trying to guide this individual through the decision, Pravati through their decision. That feels way too blunt for this. I mean, you can't control how people react to even people you care about. That's true. But she's talking about how she doesn't have physical connectivity or doesn't desire that. So I guess rejected for who she is?
Wouldn't you be?
Well, I don't know what I'm supposed to say. I suppose everybody is, no matter their
Never
quirks.
thought of it that way. I wonder what June's afraid of being rejected for. She
Exactly.
seems perfect to me.
Well,
maybe those are just my rosish colored goggles talking.
you met her and were smitten immediately.
Gosh, I don't know that I could.
Heard about a stepmother situation.
Sometimes I feel real mean inside, Captain. I think ungenerous thoughts.
I mean, yeah, and generous thoughts, yeah.
I suppose so, but I want to be my best self for her. A good person, worth caring for. Well, Captain, this has been
I
a
mean,
lot. I got just...
yeah, but here's the thing. I wish there was another dialogue option. Anytime?
Oh gosh.
I had to ask if we're gonna. I had to go up and ask.
Think I should?
Sure, go for it. Believe in yourself. Determination 15.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it.
Determination used. Experience gained.
Just as soon as we get back to the ship.
I mean, probably. Eventually.
Probably. Eventually. Thanks for hearing me out and giving me counsel. And, well, for being a friend. It means a whole lot. You're good people, Captain.
This was fun. We should do it again after you send that message.
Huh. All right.
I wonder if there would be different
You're real good friends,
responses that could essentially affect.
I wish there was a place we could all live quiet together. Come on, let's go.
Probably not in this location, in this colony yet, anyway. Alright, drinking sapphire wine is the name of the quest.
You actually got ultraviolet. What's that look like?
It's kind of a dark brownish black, I guess.
You just poured all the colors into one glass, didn't you? That ain't ultraviolet. If it was, you wouldn't be able to see it.
How'd you figure it out?
Honey, what do you think I do with the splash left over in every bottle? I call it spectrum colorblind, because it's guaranteed to leave you blind.
Some of those dialogues, they like repeat, of course, but they're always fun to listen to the first time. It sucks that they more than likely will just keep repeating after a certain point. Go back to the ship, turn in this quest, and then go from there, I suppose. Because we have to... I mean, we could turn in that other quest. The ad drone doesn't make it sound any better. Hello, I have things to sell you.
Have you had a moment to look into that little opportunity I told you about on Roseway?
Why, yes.
You don't hurry up. Someone will get to snooping around there before you do.
Already got it done. Distress signal.
Speak up now.
Don't play games, please.
What'd you turn up?
Found this fancy toothpaste formula.
These corporations, I tell you. Once they get an idea into their big dense heads, there's no getting it out again. Can't imagine how I'll offload this. But waste not, want not, I suppose.
Why would we want to tell them about these other buyers?
Are you positive? Honest to goodness?
Yeah.
Can't say I wasn't hoping for more, but I suppose it can't be helped. Law bless you for doing the legwork, sweetie.
Sounds like you're making a lot of money.
Don't forget your pal Gladys now. You can come visit anytime.
Let's get the nav key for 10,000 bits.
Do be careful with it, dear, as these keys tend to be a tad hard to acquire. You should have a chat with Lilia Hagen in the sublight offices. She's a dear. You'll love her. Now, was there anything else?
Hard-earned wisdom?
Straight to the point, eh? All right then, on you go.
Thank you for your time.
Anytime, sweetheart. You know where to find me.
I thought that was going to give us actual dialogue, but it gave us nothing.
I'm gonna be able to set foot on a whole other planet? Well, I know Monarch's a moon. I think it counts anyhow.
Paying work. You can count me in. Interrupt your regularly scheduled
Okay.
advertisement for the following
Inventory. No, I want journal. Hello? I pressed tab and I want journal now. Thank you. Gotta talk to you and tell you that we can finally go traveling. I like that they teleport immediately at their spots. That's nice. Hello.
Make this conversation worth my time, Captain.
I got a nav key.
Sure is. Welcome aboard, contractor. One of my guys in Stellar Bay has a lead on some high-grade salvage, but he went dark before he could spill the goods. We arranged a drop at the Saltuna warehouse's loading dock. Find whatever he left there and take it to Fallbrook. My gal Catherine will be expecting you.
What kind of salvage?
When the board pulled out of Monarch, they buried or sealed anything they couldn't carry off-world.
Okay, so a lot of shit then.
Apparently, one of Catherine's teams uncovered an abandoned lab with full tanks of Alta Vitae gas.
What is that?
It's exactly 1 million bits per cubic meter. Before you get too excited, the only thing rarer than Alta Vitae gas is a reliable Bible. Dangerous
I would imagine.
stuff. Acid for the nuclein in your cells. It's no good to anyone outside of a lab.
But it can be a lot of fun if you don't mind the possibility of rewiring your body on an atomic level.
You and
Nice.
I have different notions of fun, Dr. Fenhill. A few of my contractors
I
run
want to
flights
keep
in
talking to
there and
people
out
just
of
to hear
loop,
the other
working
responses.
around the board embargo. We keep the community lubricated with a steady supply of booze and unconventional erotica. Byzantium kids with more money than sense can thank Sublight for their good time.
Alright. How unconventional, asking for a friend.
One of my guys filmed a Raptidon grinding on an automech. Didn't end well for anyone, including the cameraman.
Including the cameraman.
Now, get
What
going.
the fuck?
Catherine will brief you on
That
the details.
I
when we
love
check
when
in
you
with
hear
her
shit like
full.
that. It's like knowing what they look like.
When you're on
What the
job,
fuck?
keep a pair of eyes in the back of
Even
your
would
head.
possess you to get that close to film it. Understood.
You'll do fine. Probably nothing to worry about. Probably.
Good enough for me.
Yep, the same. That probably nothing to worry about, I think, was on one of the commercials for this game. Dangerous Frontiers by Ophelia Sweeney. It is intriguing how we devoted our resources to the stars where there were still so many problems to be solved on Earth. Devotion our fragile species to the breadth of the cosmos renders settlers and spacers alike vulnerable to the mysteries of other worlds. The fate of an outbound civilization could hinge on a single miscalculation, an unobserved variable, any number of alien catastrophes. Recklessness and impatience are, perhaps, hardwired features of humanity, and not errors in our genes, as others might imply. That's what I'm talking about, like we get to read little blurbs of a book, but not the whole book. Sublight a legitimate business, contractors, if the authorities are on your heels, our legal team has pre-approved you to recite this passage from our colonial trading rights. Pursuant to regulations, following internally preserved borst, such a business entity would therefore be entitled to gather, maintain, and ultimately dispose of decommissioned agricultural hardware and accessories for profit or convenience. Short version, if we handled potted meat, we can legally salvage tractors and tractor parts. That's why I keep a can of Borst in a Sublight-owned safe deposit box off-world, and why the goods you bring in are cataloged as farm equipment. Everything we do is perfectly legal. Now go bring home some bacon. That's kind of hilarious. Cosmic Smokes, by the way, as well. It's kind of funny to see that. Like, you can infer that this person smokes because they happen to having a cosmic smoke.
Sublight, you take real good care of your pistol, Dr. Fenhill.
Next to him.
Kept me alive this long. I mean, you treat it nice. Makes me happy to see, because I feel the same way about my wrench.
Look, it's a tool that does a job. Feelings got nothing to do with it.
Interesting. I mean, do we have a better hammer? I thought I did. Yeah, whatever. Get back to the ship, and then we got some traveling to do. Woohoo. I like how we're slowly unlocking the rest of the game. There's a part of me that's still kind of saddened by what happened early on because I wasn't prepared for it. I could have reloaded, but eh. Did I need to talk to anybody else on that ship? I guess if we have the robot with us, it'll generate threat, and That's kind of funny. Armor rating. For now. I really wish there was like a storage on the ship we could use. There not being a way to store items kind of sucks for me. At least. Yeah. Oh, we can press R and transfer stuff to the bin, but does it stay on the bin? Hold up. Store. E. I'm gonna store this stuff. Alright. That's better. There's a way that you gotta press transfer. I love how you can break down from the menu of the bin. Oh shit. Sam Sud Steeper, sparkling in this unit's middle name, a steeper designed to kill germs rather than people. Unlocks the perk Clean Sweep for Sam. Lemony Fresh air freshener. Oh, I'll pick up these. That sounds awesome. Created for a prank, Sam wore this sign for a week before Ada noticed and pointed it out to the janitorial unit, who placed it on the unit. However, remains a mystery. What's really funny is, I know the Kick Me sign, we got it at one of the first areas, I think.
Good to see you, boss.
I've not talked to you often. Never mind. There's nothing to say except to part ways. I'm also going to pick up stuff from around here and see if it gets replenished when we travel.
Yes, you caught me ruminating again. Guilty as charged. What's occupying your thoughts? Yes, I've been meaning to discuss exactly that. Now that we know where, the scholar is, when will we be searching him out?
I mean, as soon as we can. So, we gotta take him with us on this next adventure. On Monarch, I believe. What am I thinking? I'm thinking I need to look at the map, like the global map, and I think we can go to Monarch. And we might save Monarch for... What is it? Is it...
I was about to watch the latest episode in Halcyon Helen's thrilling serial adventure.
Okay. Is it... The Outer Worlds on... Yeah, Sunday. So we'll be playing Jurassic World to start with tomorrow. And to Devil May Cry 2, then Outer Worlds, and then Devil May Cry 2. At least that's what my plan is. Let's travel to Monarch. And before we go out and exploring that planet, we'll save that exploration for Sunday, I feel.
Welcome back, Captain.
Good to be
Now that
back.
you have acquired a nav key to Stellar Bay, would you like me to contact Dr. Wells?
Sure.
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the Board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch.
Have you been in Monarch before?
No, never. Monarch is a hotbed of political activity. I can't imagine why Hiram set up shop there. Cuisine, perhaps?
Okay. Sounds fun.
I certainly wouldn't call it boring, especially if your idea of fun involves navigating a hostile biosphere populated by carnivorous monsters. You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss.
Alright, we'll try to get there as soon as possible
Once you
then.
have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound.
Some questions,
Come
first
see
of
me in
all.
my lab. I'll answer any questions you have.
Alright.
Best of luck, everyone on the
So that was an invite to his lab. I kind of wanted to go there first, if I'm being honest. You got anything else to say, Ada?
How can I be of assistance? Certainly, Captain. I was hoping you would ask.
They're not going to actually show an episode. Are we serious? This is hilarious. There's no way that this is going to be doing an actual episode of a show. Halcyon Helen versus the Brain Eaters. This is wild. This has got to be like a 5-minute thing. Red? I might as well. We're watching this, so gives us some time to paint a nail.
I had become obsessed. My quest to stop them. To avenge my partner.
Trying to see which one's the best red. I think I got it in my hand. I know this is a good red.
And Lieutenant Jurgen.
And green? Well, green's in good day, Mr. Cloyster. How are you doing today? How is the run treating you so far? And blue. Okay, so we got red, green, and blue.
Brand vodka that I found there.
Good timing.
It was death.
Audio's a bit weird.
I made sure the Brain Eaters paid the price.
I do. I have yellow, red, green, and blue now. I can't believe they actually have an episode of, like, a show. That's so funny to me.
It's you.
This is the Halcyon News Network with breaking news. Halcyon Helen has been murdered. Administrator Ludovico of Rizzo's refused to answer the big question on everyone's mind. Who will Spectrum Vodka's next spokesperson be? Claiming that a special investigation must be concluded first.
Captain, we have a communication coming in from one Administrator Ludovico.
Get off the transmission, Cedric. We agreed to let me do the negotiating.
What is happening?
I'll be with you, friend. I am Administrator Ludovico.
Is that because we watched the show?
Complex. But there's no need to stand on formality. You may address me as Mr.
So, it was showing in part of the episode, and then it's like breaking. She was murdered.
Death is the tragedy of our lifetime.
I don't know if she's dead.
Line, her murder is a stain on the Rizzo's brand. She was scheduled to unveil our newest product, Spectrum Brown, before this tragic event. But we cannot move forward.
I caught a little bit of it.
Apprehend the killer.
Advanced options, nice. Yeah, what does this have to do with me?
All right, Ludovico, that's enough. You don't know what you're doing. Let me handle this. Captain Hawthorne, so glad to finally have a word with you. I would have been so disappointed if Ludovico
So is this part of the board?
your attention. Cedric Kincannon, Sublight Underground. I'm so glad we're hiring a third-party investigator. No one wants to see a troop of UDL guards stomping all over my hotel. Least of all me.
Yeah, that would be bad for business, wouldn't it?
The murder of Halcyon Helen is a heinous assault on this colony. I look forward to watching you find the miscreant responsible and drag them out of the shadows.
I mean, I guess we could just say that
You're
to them.
a compassionate
Yeah.
person, Captain. And you're right. Halcyon Helen was a talented woman. She had a gift for transforming her art into wealth. You would not believe the money she made us on Dissident Busters.
For law's sake, Cedric, could you show a little discretion and not bring up your contraband operations in front of an outsider?
Ludovico, you wound me. I'm establishing rapport with our new contractor. Let's not give him the impression that you can't be trusted.
Do you really want to do this right now, Cedric? You want to antagonize me while I'm negotiating a contract. Because I promise you, I'll win.
I love this. As far as I'm concerned, you're both idiots. Can we get back to the point here, please?
Yes, exactly. Thank you. Honest to law, how hard is it to hire a freelancer?
Constable Keene.
Apologies, Mr. Ludovico. That was inappropriate of me. Captain, I'm Constable Maria Keene. Hiring a third-party investigator was my idea. I've been studying your dossier.
And then the final one is
You are an extraordinary
blue.
scientist. If your talents extend to forensics, then you may be exactly what we need.
Well, if you give me all the tools I need for the forensics, then yeah, we're good. Spectre Tombs. How many people are involved in this communication?
Just the three of us.
Well, four of us.
You must excuse us. The situation on Eridanos is tense. If we don't bring Helen's killer to justice, this scandal could scupper our entire operation. Please, Captain, I'm asking you to help us. While you're pursuing your investigation, we'll make you a guest of honor at the Grand Colonial.
So, our plan was originally to go to the damn moon and get information on whoever has the list of chemicals or can sell the chemicals that will revive our peeps. Got distracted because of a show she mentioned I wanted to check out. And as we're watching the show, it gets interrupted to tell us that that person got murdered. And now the company's immediate response is to call my ass up and be like, yo, do this for us. You can count on me.
The future of
Sure.
our complex may depend on your success. I'll leave you in the constable's care. Mr. Kincannon and I must have a word.
Fine. Bud Rizzo's is paying for that hotel room.
I can't tell you how grateful I am for your help. And even though they may not show their gratitude, I know
yeah, when we get done with this conversation, I'm planning on doing the wrap-up for YouTube, and then we could check out the
and if Rizzo's is forced to
FC
cancel its unveiling,
before we switch over to Mechanicus. Yeah, it must have been really popular.
Helen was more than popular. She gave something to this colony that no product line could ever provide. Real happiness. No one has ever been as well known or as well loved. Outside of our courageous business leaders.
You sound worn out.
Me? Worn out? Perish the notion. My days are filled with catering to the oh-so-reasonable requests of Mr. Ludovico.
I didn't expect to have this dialogue start up. I thought we were just going to have a video. The green one is probably chroma keyed through, but there we go. Got me nails painted.
Your words, not mine. Please don't take my lack of disagreement as anything other than fatigue. I am a content, productive, and happy member of our society.
That sucks.
Transmission.
Oh wow, it just ends the transmission. Okay, so we gotta go to Eridanos.
Atmospheric complex.
That's probably what we'll do first thing on, what, Sunday?
Eridanos is a hydrogen-helium gas giant, distinguished by a well-defined ring system.
Okay.
The Eridanos atmospheric complex is a system of land masses propelled through a thin layer of the upper atmosphere, where humans are potentially capable of surviving.
Potentially.
It is possible they expect you to understand the mind of a killer. You were, after all, responsible for murdering civilians in Emerald Vale.
Okay, that's technically incorrect. They weren't civilians, they were... no, that's correct, actually, because one of them was technically a civilian, but they attacked me. Anyways, we've got things to do coming tomorrow. We gotta level up, which is hilarious to me. We'll save it for now. We'll do a hard save, and then we will continue this Sunday, right? By going to that location to investigate a murder. After I wrap up, I'll probably have to step away for a few moments. I'll get that link from you for the video realities, and we'll chill for some just chatting for a minute. As for you, YouTube, that's going to be it for me. So I do hope you enjoyed your stay here at the Kingdom. If you haven't already, be sure to become a citizen today via subscribing to this channel as well as my main channel. Links will be down in the description below through all my links. If you're watching on YouTube, exclamation point links like so. For anyone who's going to depart on Twitch, be sure to follow me on Twitch. Catch me when I go live at 6 p.m. EST EDT Friday through Monday. Invite link to the community Discord, where you can always get the most accurate notifications of whenever I do go live. If I'm going to be a little bit late or early to stream outside of a half hour, or as long as I know I'm going to be late, as well as whatever else catches your fancy through all my links. Appreciate y'all, YouTube. And until next time, take care and have a good one. Bye-bye.